Good morning, students. I am again here and myself Anup Kumar, and it is my second video of this chapter, chapter 14, polygons. In previous class, we have discussed the definitions of polygons, their types, and we have solved some examples also. Now, students, let's see. Today we will discuss that some more definitions and some more questions. Okay, dear? So our today topic is to explain some more definition with some more question. Okay, students. Now let's start the class. Now, at first, here you can see that we will start with definition. Okay. Now, what is curve? A figure traced out on a plane surface without any sharp turns and does not have to be straight. Then it is called curve. Here you can see this design. It is also called curve. This design is also called a curve. Okay. Now, what is open curve? A curve that does not end at the starting point is called an open curve. It means if we will draw a here like this, if draw a circle, but here it is the starting point. We can say that this point is A, okay. But if we will draw the circle, but the end point which is B is not reaching at A, and here this is open area, this is open area, okay. So we can say that it is an open curve, okay. Now here you can see these two figure. Here it is open and here it is open. So these types of figure is called open curve, okay. Now what is closed curve? Okay, a curve that begins and ends at the same point is called a closed curve, just opposite to open curve. It means if you will draw a circle like this and it is reached at the same point, or if you will draw a triangle and again it is reached at the same point, okay. If you draw a trapezium, again it is reached at the same point, then we can say that it is these all figure are called closed curve, okay. Here it is also curved, this star is also curved, okay. Now what is simple closed curve? Okay, a closed curve which does not intersect itself is called a simple closed curve. If you will draw a star not like this, if you will draw a star like this, okay, then here you can see that these lines are intersecting each other, these lines are intersecting each other, so we cannot say it is a simple closed curve. Or if you will draw a figure like this, then it is also not simple closed curve because these lines are intersecting each other. It is a closed curve, but it is not the simple closed curve, okay. Then what type of figure will simple closed for? Now here you can see rectangle, this all sides are not intersecting each other, and this trapezium, these all sides are also not intersecting each other, so we can say that it is a simple closed curve, okay students. Now let's move to the next point, and our next point is we will solve some examples, okay, related to the exterior angle, interior angle, and the sides of the triangle, okay. Now here you can see students, is it possible to have a regular polygon each of which interior angle is 50 degree? Is it possible that any interior angle should be 50 degree? Let's see how. At first, what is given? Given that the interior angle is 50 degree. Here it is given. Okay. Now, we know the formula which we have discussed in previous class also, that each exterior angle is equal to what? 180 degree minus each interior angle. At first we will find exterior angle, then we will see that the number of sides is possible or not, okay. So 180 degree, and we will put the value of each interior angle which is 50 degree here, you can see. So we will put 50 degree here, then 180 degree minus 50 degree, it will be surely 130 degree. So we got the exterior angle which is 130 degree, okay students. Now let's find that the number of sides, and as we know that the formula of each exterior angle is equal to 360 degree by n. Okay, so if we will take n to that side and each exterior angle to this side, then the formula will be what? N is equal to 360 degree by each exterior angle. Now we will put the value 360 degree upside and each exterior angle is given 130 degree. Okay, now if you will cut both the numerator and denominator, then 0 and 0 cut, 0 and 0 cancel. What is 36 by 13? And 36 and 13, with these are not divisible. Okay, dear? So we can write it like same in mixed fraction. That is, if you will divide 36 by 13, then what we will get? 13 2 are 26, because 13 3 are 39. So we cannot take 3 times. Then it will be what? 10. 10 is the remainder. So we can write the quotient in middle, then 10 in numerator, remainder in numerator, and the divisor is in denominator, like this, 210 by 13. So is it possible that because n is the number of sides, so is it possible that the number of sides in fraction? No. Number of sides cannot be, since number of sides of polygon cannot be a mixed fraction or in fraction, so we can say that it is not a regular polygon. So our answer is no, it is not possible to have a regular polygon of interior angle 50 degree. Okay, students, now let's see another example. Now we have to find the number of sides of regular polygon whose each exterior angle measures 72 degree. Now here you can see that exterior angle is given. What is given? Exterior angle. Okay. Now exterior angle is given 72 degree. Okay, students. Now directly exterior angle given. So we can directly apply the number of sides formula. It means we can say that each exterior angle is equal to 360 degree by n. Again we will take n to that side and exterior angle to that side. Then we can write as n means number of sides of regular polygon, and each exterior angle we will write it denominator. 360 degree we will not touch. It will be same here. Now we will put the exterior angle value 72 degree. So it will be 360 by 72. If you will divide 360 by 72, then what you will get? 72 5 ja what? 72 5 ja 360. It means it is clearly divisible. Okay, so we can say that it will 5. Now here you can see 5 is a whole number, so we can say that 5 is the number of sides of this polygon. Okay, students, so I hope that you all have understood. So let's see another question. Now students, here you can see question number 3, that is we have to find x degree plus y degree plus z degree. Okay, in the given figure. So here is the given, you can see here, that is ABCZ triangle and its side is produced. Here AC is produced to F, CB is produced to E, and BA is produced to D. Okay, and here in all vertex you can see that 3 exterior angle is given. Here x degree, here y degree, and z degree. So at first we have to find the value of x degree plus y degree plus z degree. Okay, and then we will add it. And what? Interior angle A is given 85 degree and interior angle B is given 30 degree. Okay, so here you can see that A and interior angle 85 and exterior angle A, which is called Z. So you can see that BAD is a straight line. So if BAD is a straight line, it means 85 degree plus x degree is equal to what? 180, linear pair. Okay, so at first we will write in triangle ABC, we can say that angle A plus B plus C equal to 180 degree. So at first we will find interior angle C. So 85 degree is the value of angle A, angle B 30 degree, we will put the value. Now we will add 85 plus 30 degree, which we will get 115 degree plus angle C. Now here you can see that 115 degree is in plus. So if you will take this 115 degree to this side, then the sign will change. So it will be angle C is equal to 180 degree minus 115 degree. It means you will get what the value? 65 degree. It means we can say that angle C is equal to what? 65 degree. Okay. Now after that, here you can see that again now here angle ACB, it means this angle. Okay, angle ACB means it means this angle. Now and angle BCF means what? Outside this angle. Okay, so angle ACB, we have just got it what? 65 degree. And angle BCF is given what? Y degree. So we will put the value 65 degree plus y degree and here 180 degree. Okay. Now we will take 65 to this side. Then what we will get? Y degree is equal to 180 minus 65 degree. Now we will subtract it. Then what we will get? 115 degree, which is value of y. Now we get it. Now after that, we can say, we can apply exterior angle formula. What? It means x degree is equal to angle A plus C. We know that is if you are drawing a triangle, then any one exterior angle is equal to, if it is 1 and it is 2 and it is 3, okay, then angle 1 is equal to angle 2 plus angle 3. Angle 2 plus angle 3. Because exterior angle is equal to sum of two opposite interior angle. We can't take this angle. Okay, we have to take the opposite two interior angle and sum of the opposite of two interior. Then we will get. So here you can see that x degree in exterior angle. So we can't take 30 degree. We have to take the another two interior. It means angle A, interior angle A, and interior angle C. It means angle A plus C. So we will put the value. So 85 degree plus 65 degree, what we will get? 150 degree. Okay. Now x we get. After that, here we will get Z. Same value. Z here you can see exterior angle. Then Z exterior angle, then 85 degree we can't take. We have to take angle B interior, angle C interior. Okay. So now we will put the value angle B 30 and angle C 65. It means angle Z 95 degree. Now we get all the value. Y 115 degree, X 150 degree and Z 95 degree. It means we can add all the angle. So X degree plus Y degree plus Z degree is equal to 150 degree plus 115 degree and plus 95 degree. And we will get what? 360 degree. Okay. So this is the value of, okay students. So I hope that you all have understood. Now, question number 4. Here a polygon has 27 diagonals. Diagonals is given and we have to find the side. Okay. So at first we will write that what is given. Number of diagonals 27. Now we know that the number of diagonals is equal to n minus 3 by 2. We have just solved some question based on this. Okay. But in that question we have to find the number of diagonals. But here number of diagonals given and we have to find n. No problem. We will put the value. So number of diagonals here 27 in LHS. Now formula we will write directly. Now if we take 2 to this side, if we will take 2 to this side, then here 2 is in division. So if we will take it to this side, then it will go in multiplication. So 27 into 2 and here n minus 3. Now 27 into 2 54 and here n into n square and n into 3 minus 3n. Now we will rearrange it, n square minus 3n in LHS and 54 total RHS. It means if you are changing the position of all the value of LHS and RHS, then the sign will not change. Okay students. Now, so we will take 54 to this side minus 54. There is good. Now here you can see that it is a quadratic trinomial which we have just solved. That is in previous chapter, factorization chapter, we have solved that how to factorize it. So we will factorize it this first. Okay. So here you can see that the product of factor of minus 54. We have to see minus 54. So it will be 1 into minus 54. Here sum is minus 3. If sum is minus 3, it means there should be a minus sign in one of the factor. So minus sign we want, but here minus 54 also. So we can take only minus 1 minus sign in one number, and we will take with bigger number so that we can get the number. Now, so 1 into minus 54, same as 2 into minus 27, 3 into minus 18, and 6 into minus 9. Now, if you will add 1 plus minus 54, you will get minus 53, which is not matching to minus 3. Now, 2 plus minus 27, minus 25, it is also not matching. 3 into minus 18, minus 15, it is also not matching. Now 6 into minus 9, it is minus 3. Yes, it is matching. Here you can see. So we will take clearly the such numbers will be 3, 6 and minus 9. Now, so we can write minus 3n as minus 9n plus 6n. Now, here we can take two groups in one pair and two groups in one pair. Now, what is common in these two terms? N is common. Only one variable is common. And what is left? N minus 9. And here plus 6 is common. Then again n minus 9 is left. So, here we can write it like this. Now here you can see that n minus 9 and n minus 9 is common binomial. So, we can take that common and n plus 6 is left. Okay. So, we can write it like this. Now, after that, what we will do? How to find the value of n? Okay. If two numbers are in product and in RHS there is a 0, then we will use componendo and dividendo rule. What is that rule? That is, we will make equal of each product to 0. Okay. So, if we will take n plus 6 first. So, if when n plus 6 is equal to 0, then plus 6 will go that side, then n will be minus 6. But is it possible that the number of sides is negative? No. Number of sides can't be negative. Okay, students? Now, another product, n minus 9. So, if we will take n minus 9 is equal to 0, then we will get n is equal to 9. Now, it is positive. So, we can say that the number of sides of this polygon is 9. I hope that you all have understood, students. Now, let's, what do you have to do? Assignment as an assignment. That is, in book R.S. Agrawal, you have to do exercise 14b, question number 1 to 14. Okay, I have explained all the things, all the formula that you have to use in this and to solve 1 to 14 number question. Okay, and you have to learn the definitions and formula also here. Okay, dear. So thank you. I hope that you all have understood. Okay, thank you.